stand up and look like this is a real war on women? Are we under attack here?
Yes!
Stand up and be a part of this. If you don't stand up, nobody else will. It can't just be me standing up. It can't just be us standing up. It has to be all of us standing up.
Our next speaker is Annette Magnus, Public Affairs Manager, Planned Parenthood, Nevada.
Year for Planned Parenthood. I know that we're under attack. When candidates start calling you out by name, you know something's wrong. So, what I'm going to tell you is this war on women is real. I live it, I breathe it, I see it every single day of the work that I do. Women are coming through our doors and are having limited access to health care. Limited access to regular prevention care that they need. Things like pap smears and breast exams. Things that we shouldn't have to be worried about in 2012. These are things my grandmother fought for. Why do I have to worry about this now? Well, let me tell you why. Roe versus Wade, it's great, and I protect it every single day, but it's not solid. And if we don't stand up for it and fight, who will?
Right.
If we don't stand up in November and actually do something about this, who will? When the government wants to take away preventative funding from Planned Parenthood, Title X funding, that is the funding that we receive at our health center here in Las Vegas on a sliding fee scale for prevention services, people. I'm not talking about abortion care here. That's illegal to use federal money. This notion that the Republicans put out there, that we're using that money for abortion, is false. It's ridiculous. This notion that 90% of what Planned Parenthood does is abortion, that's what Senator Kyle said on the floor. 90% of what we do is abortion, and only 10% of what we do is prevention. That is crap. It's the other way around. It's actually 97% of what we do is prevention services. So let me tell you something. That 3% of abortion services that we do provide, I'm proud to provide that 3%. And let me tell you why. When a woman calls my office and tells me that she was gang raped and now she's pregnant, and then Republicans want to limit her access to abortion, that is unreal. That is disgusting. She should have access. She should have people supporting her. She needs us to stand up with her and fight for her rights. Because who else is going to do it? Who else will stand for these things? Now let me just tell you something. And this is one of my personal pet peeves as an organizer. I love seeing you all out here. I appreciate you being out here. But this is only the first step. Because you know what? It's a long road to November. It's a long road to November. And if you march today, I better see you on the streets canvassing with me. I better see you out on the campaign trail asking those candidates why they want to shut down our Title X clinics. Not just marching, because a march is fabulous, and a march makes a difference. But you know what makes the real difference? Is going and voting, getting your friends registered to vote, and voting for candidates like Shelby Berkeley, who actually my Planned Parenthood, who actually show up to my event and fly in the night of our event just to speak. That's what we need to be doing. Now, I want to go through a couple of things with you that I just think are disgusting. It all started last April when they tried to take away our Title X funding. I was in Washington, D.C. I went lobbying Senator Reid the day they were going to shut the government down over Planned Parenthood. Who would have they shut down Planned Parenthood. Not only no will they take away your funding, but hell no. That's the kind of leadership I expect. Now, they didn't do it. They didn't do it. They stood up for women. Well, that's nice, because they kept going. Let's go to the Let Women Die bill in October of last year. This one kind of flew under the radar. This one would have eliminated abortion services in emergency rooms if you disagreed with it. If a woman walked in and was hemorrhaging and going to die and needed an abortion procedure for an emergency purpose, they were just going to let her die. Because that's the way we treat women in this country.
Oh, hell no!
It's not okay. Then, let's go to December. For political reasons, they don't want to put emergency contraception over the shelves for all women. It's been proven that emergency contraception can be used by all ages safely. But they don't want to do it for political reasons. I'm tired of the politics. I'm tired of politics in my vagina. Now, this is the one that really threw me for a loop. And I'm not talking bad here, but it's got to be said. When they start pitting women's organizations against each other, you know the shit's hit the fan. When Susan G. Komen decided that they were going to take away our funding for political reasons, I'm sorry, I was angry. And I still am angry. And you know what? We have a great relationship with the Susan G. Komen here in Las Vegas. I'm not bashing them whatsoever. This was a national decision. But you know what? It still was a decision that was made, and now we have to hold them accountable. We have to ensure that they continue funding breast health services for Planned Parenthood. If that would have been shut down, $220,000 would have been taken away from our health center in Northern Nevada. That goes to breast screenings and mammograms. That is unacceptable.
Damn straight!
Now, let's go to the States. All these crazy things that are going on in the States. The transvaginal ultrasound. Disgusting. That's right. What about the ones that are forcing abortion procedures to become certain time frames, or limiting access, or even threatening to close down the last abortion clinic in Mississippi that I worked to save under the personhood thing? That is not okay. It is 2012 and women need access to basic health care. Now I want to talk about those personhood things for a minute, because we have one here. Many people don't know that we have one of those things here. Those personhood amendments seek to ban birth control, hormonal birth control, in vitro fertilization for women who do want to get pregnant. And they seek to ban abortion in all cases, even rape and incest in life of the mother. They don't care about women. They don't care about our health. And I'm tired of it. This is not okay. And I need you to stand up and fight with me, because I cannot do this by myself. Now let's talk about the Affordable Care Act. A huge step forward for women. Things like birth control and mammograms will be covered under this with no copay. That's unreal. That's a huge step forward. Only to go into fighting about it because they don't want government paying for help for my birth control, which was not even the case. The religious exemption already existed. We have one here in this state. We're not forcing anybody to be on birth control. We're not forcing religious institutions to give birth control to their employees. That was already in the bill. This was simply giving everybody the option to be on birth control, regardless of your religious affiliation. It's about let me have my freedom. Let me have my religious freedom. So let me close with this. I've been doing this for a long time now. And every year it happens. Everybody gets so riled up during election season. It's an important year. It's a presidential year. You have candidates, like I said, threatening to close down Planned Parenthood if they're elected. But it can't stop after this, because that's what happens. We stop